we got a EP from a group that we haven't really heard from in quite a while. Mannequin Pussy, a band that we really enjoyed their first, I guess, like proper release, Patience, back in 2019, dropping the EP for Perfect. And man, I gotta say, I really, it just felt good to be back with this band because I remember when we listened to Patience and obviously did our review. I think what really stood out to us was just like the energy that this group brings. It was really exciting. Um, you know, obviously, Drunk 2 is, I think, the highlight off this and was featured in Mayor of Easttown, which we're going to be talking about a little bit later. I think in a pretty
That
spot
Philly
spot
connection.
on, yeah, needle drop scene. But just overall, the whole album, I think, brought this like fire to it that really stood out. And I think you get it's a little up and down on Perfect. I think there's some tracks that fall a little short. It's only 5 songs and 13 minutes, so it's quick and hoping to hear more. But it seems like they're trying to go in a couple different directions. How did this quick EP hit for you?
Yeah, I think there's a few moments that stand out, which is kind of essential for something with such a short runtime. And seeing that the band is now a three-piece unit, not a four-piece,
Yep.
and then also seeming to hear some like artistic growth, or at least desire to go down multiple paths, kind of surprised me. I think like that second track, Perfect, the title track, that
Yeah.
has like really heavy drums and guitar. It's kind of familiar. That's kind of what I expect from them, as like one of the few like traditional punk bands that has any kind of like mainstream consciousness as far as I'm aware of.
Mhm.
And then you contrast that with the last track, Darling, which is much more softer, slower, lower pitch, just really singing. And it's kind of, well, that's definitely a different speed than what I expect from Mannequin Pussy. So,
Mhm.
and then in between, then of course you have, I think, something that makes a lot of easy headlines, like in Pigs is Pigs. So those
Mhm.
three songs really stood out to me, which is nice because again, it's only 5 tracks.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. I think Perfect is the obviously title track, but I think it's the most standout in terms of what we come to expect from them. That change up around the chorus when the drums just totally start to like slow down but become more like brooding is really awesome. And obviously, I think that like laugh that the lead singer does around the chorus is really the standout moment to me. But then that even flows into To Lose You, which feels like maybe one of the most traditional songs we've heard from Mannequin Pussy. Like it feels just like a straight up like punk pop-ish sound, which is not kind of what I expected. Which the song sounded nice, but I think in terms of what I was hoping to hear from them, it felt a little bit less exciting. But then, yeah, like you're right, Pigs is Pigs and Darling both kind of stood out to me as well. Control was an okay track, kind of fell flat, but I think this just wet the beak, so to speak, in terms of uh, what I'm hoping to hear on a full length release, so an
Mhm.
LP. Any last thoughts on this? I mean, this is just a quick one, but I really wanted to touch on it because this is an exciting band. Probably one of the
Yeah.
ones I look forward to most from here.
Pigs is Pigs. It's kind of out in the open about what that's about. Obviously, name checking George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, stuff like that. Um, you can definitely hear like the rage in the
Yeah.
song, and this is kind of like one of those things that people always like to ascribe to rock music as like art affecting the world and stuff like that. Not sure if it's as eloquent as say like Walking in the Snow from Run the Jewels, for example, but
Mhm.
for like a sub 2 minute track, I feel like it does get its message across. And
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting it going in. So pleasant surprise.
sure. Yeah, that's one of the things is, Missy taking the lead on the vocals almost all the time on Patience, and then I forgot what the guy's name is, but he kind of sings mostly on Pigs is Pigs, and that really caught my ear. Obviously a change up for them. So
Mhm.
um, check it out. We'll be adding probably one of the tracks to our Nostalgia Best of 2021 playlist, which is in the show notes.